How's it going, YouTube? AUS Aviation 149 here to bring you my third Christmas unboxing, and this time we have a very special model. It's the Sky 400 Qantas 747-400ER, one of only 6 400ER 747s in the world, all operated by Qantas. This is the most recent delivery of it, the newest one. And it features Qantas's very special Wunala Dreaming Aboriginal livery. I reckon it's a beautiful looking livery, along with its sister ships, Wunala Dreaming, which you can check out. I'll link it in my video here because I also have the same model in Sky 400. And also there's a 737 painted in the Aboriginal livery. I believe it's Wunala Dreaming or something like that. But to be honest, I don't think it does not look as nice as the 747 liveries. This one carries the registration VH-OEJ, and you can see here there's actually some multiple ones, because VH-OEJ is not actually the first 747 in Qantas's fleets to carry this livery. It used to be on a regular 747-400 that had Rolls-Royce engines rather than the GE engines that all the 400ERs feature. But it was replaced in the turn of the millennium, like back in 2000 or whatever, and it was applied to this 400ER. And also you can see the all red version, because if you look on airliners.net and search for this this rego of plane, the oldest pictures of it actually are when it was painted in completely red, like no decals around, just the red fuselage and Qantas livery. It was quite a striking plane. As you can see here, the bottom of the box, front see-through box, officially licensed by Boeing, and the Sky 400, and just on the back, saying yada yada yada. Now, time to open her up, because this is a very special model. Bought it off eBay just to complement my Wunala Dreaming model, and as you can see with the light on it, it's a very gorgeous looking livery. So I'll just put it there and flip this over just so it can have something to display on. Bear with me a second. Now, tragically, I hate to bring this to you, but it has recently been announced with Qantas's new direction under the brilliance, idiocy of Alan Joyce. This livery will be no more as of March when the 747 goes off to China for its next service. I believe it's a full-on D-check. It'll be repainted into the regular livery. I don't agree with Qantas's decision to outsource their 747 engineering to China. You've no doubt seen quite often in the news that all of their Rolls-Royce powered 747s quite frequently suffer in-flight shutdowns and engine failures, and ever since they closed their Rolls-Royce engine plant in Sydney back in 2009, their failure rate has gone up by 70%, because there was a known flaw within the Rolls-Royce powered 747s, and interestingly enough, I believe out of the 96 odd Rolls-Royce engines Qantas has on their 747s, there's only 17 hung on the, only 26 have the updated turbine part that does not fail as quickly, and only 17 are actually hung on the hung on the wings of the plane. But anyway, enough of that, because you see it in the news anyway. Tragically, this livery will be no more as of March. I think it's quite a stupid idea, because this is possibly the most striking piece of advertising that Qantas would ever have. Every time you see, I've seen this at the airport when we were going to America in July, and everyone, even if they weren't on the plane, were flocking around it at the terminal just to get a look at it. It really is a beautiful livery, and it's such a devastating shame that it will be no more as of this coming March. So that was also a reason why I got the model, just to commemorate it by. So a difference is compared to this one, compared to the older 747 that had it, is the engines, the GE engines, don't actually have the livery painted on it. The old Rolls-Royce ones actually featured red paint and also Aboriginal painting on it. The Sky 400 747 mould is a very nice one, accurately detailed, so you can see the accurate GE engines. The winglets here also feature the continuation of the Aboriginal painting on them. Sorry for the light switching on and off. Don't know why it's doing that. Let's see if I can get it to stay on. So as you can see there, landing gear does pivot back and forth but does not roll. And overall, just a very beautiful and gorgeous looking plane. And I'm glad I got this to complement my Wunala Dreaming one. And also, it's such a shame that it'll be no more as of March next year. The 747-400ER is quite often used on Qantas's longest routes. They were brought in mainly to fly the Melbourne to LA route, but also being able to carry sufficient payload. They're also seen on, they're rarely seen on their Singapore to London legs, mainly because they don't need, that can be done with a 747-400 easily, but they're quite often seen on the Melbourne to LA or Sydney to LA, and also the Sydney to Dallas Fort Worth, which is the longest 747 flight in the world, and also the third longest flight in the world, and quite often seen on the Sydney to Johannesburg routes. Pretty much you'll only see these flown at the moment with 4-engine aircraft, because the route takes it far over Antarctica, and twin-engine planes are limited by ETOPS limits. However, with the 777 recently gaining the ETOPS 330 rating, meaning they can be run for 5.5 hours on one engine, pretty much the only places left on the world where a 777 cannot go is pretty much over the centre of Antarctica, maybe some far regions of the North Pole, and also some places in the South Pacific between Australia and South America, which Qantas's flight from Sydney to Buenos Aires is the longest flight over water in the world. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you liked it, and make sure you check out my Wunala Dreaming model. And yeah, please rate, comment, and subscribe if you like, and I'll catch you next time.